The advice I would give to someone who's doing either management or owning a label, boy, advice. I can just tell you what works for me. What works for me is getting up early and doing honest, straightforward work, being respectful to other people, and chasing my passions, which for me has always been tied to music. If you want a band on your label really badly, then make it a huge priority and get them. If you want to connect one of your management clients with the world, then just figure out a way to take them one step at a time to meet that goal. I get up really early, partly because I have kids and partly because I always have, and I have a life, and I leave my office at 6 o'clock every day. I see more people having miserable lives in this business by thinking that they have to work until midnight every night and then wondering why they're not happy anymore. And I think if you're not happy with what you're doing, no matter what that means for you, you're gonna get burned out and you're gonna start kicking people's asses unnecessarily. And I think that prioritizing enjoyment is such a key thing. And I'm 33 years old, and I might be optimistic today, and maybe when I'm 43, I'll be a lot more pessimistic, but today, this is working for me. And I make my staff go home at 6 o'clock too. Everyone's got Blackberries, everyone's got laptops, everyone's got cell phones. Work isn't getting away from anybody, but people should be able to go home and hang out with their families or their girlfriends or their boyfriends and see a movie or watch The Sopranos or whatever. Because otherwise, you end up wondering, like, why am I doing this? I forgot what it was about in the first place. I will tell you that every person I know who's been laid off from a major label, every time I talk to them a month, 2 months after they've been laid off and maybe they're just still being paid on their contract or whatever, and I say to them, how are you doing? And you know the first thing that all of them say? They're saying, man, it's kind of rough, but I'll tell you one thing, I sure do like music again. And I like to tell you, I like music every day because I don't hate what I'm doing. I might sound like a hippie, but I don't care. I am really happy that I made a career in music, and of course the joke is I don't know what else I'd be doing with myself. I mean, I probably would be a journalist if I wasn't making my living in music. The funny thing is, on a bad day when I think, man, what am I gonna do? This is crazy. I'm like a design freak, and I get my design juju met by making packages and hiring designers and working with my management and label clients, doing photos and videos and packages and designing my office or whatever. I love it. You see in my office, I've got like all kinds of crazy furniture and Frank Lloyd Wright posters and stuff. I think that the process of architecture and just design overall is very similar to how we manage bands and run record companies. It's how do I get the creative spark out of somebody else and make it something. I'm really glad that I've done this, and I think that one of the ways that I want to expand my business is to bring what I've learned in the entertainment business and actually maybe work with people who are in the visual arts or in the architectural arts and bring a little bit of the rock and roll management thing to those other areas. And I'm giving away a couple of my secrets by saying that, but I'm excited about this. Yeah, yes. Hey, I'm a kid who grew up in a basement in Milwaukee, on the south side of Milwaukee, and all I knew when I was 10 or 12 years old was that I need 2 AA batteries to play Van Halen 2 in my Walkman. Remember the foam headphones that never really sounded good, but it was pretty great? And I just have always wanted to be around music. I had no idea about management and all this shit. And over the years, as I figured it out, I feel really grateful that my passion and my sort of life force, if you will, led me to like having a whole office full of people working with me to help out all these great artists that I get to work with. It's kind of crazy. Like, I can't believe that I get to do this every day. And I make a pretty good living at it.